Hi buddy, Paul back here again, welcoming you to Hollywood. Once upon a time in Hollywood, no less. And this is just one fabulous edition from HMV. Really very pleased to have received this one today, and absolutely had to share it with you. Get the Rick Dalton goodness and share it. Yep, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's not just going to be all at sea in this one. Far from it. He's not going to sink without a trace. He is the star. And this is one titanic release from Quentin Tarantino. This edition is the HMV first edition, #1, an exclusive just to HMV. And there are only 1,000 editions of this pretty darned incredible set. So let's have a look around it. Looking at the front there, you can see, I suspect, just how chunky this edition is, and there's some extras as well, which we'll look at in just a second. But let's have a good look around this one. Let's have a look on the reverse, because the artwork is just so very good. It really is. I mean, Tarantino is certainly, as far as the look of this production, has knocked it out of the park. I haven't seen the film yet. Those of you that have, please do share your thoughts on it. Look forward to hearing what you have to say about the film. But it just oozes class as far as I'm concerned, certainly as far as this release is concerned. And if you're showcasing one of the hot hits of the year, movie-wise, you want to go all out as far as getting it into the homes of the fans. And this from HMV certainly has done the job. So let's just have a quick look at the spine. I mean, there you just got plain and simple the title, Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But this is the Ultra 4K HD and Blu-ray disc set of the film, combined together in this absolutely incredible set. 1969, that's when it all begins, that's when it all comes together. You get not only, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio, but you've got his double stuntman stand-in, Cliff Booth, played by Brad Pitt, and of course Leonardo DiCaprio's character is Rick Dalton. What a great name. I mean, a true Hollywood action star name from that period of the time, the golden, sort of just past the golden age of Hollywood, but still in the, you know, the good times of the 60s. Absolutely fantastic. Now this is not just a double fold out, it is a triple fold out. So let's go all the way and just have a nice panoramic look at this set. There we go, looking there at the 4K disc and also the Blu-ray disc. And pleased to say, you notice there that the Blu-ray disc is all region friendly, A, B and C, so it's going to play around the world. So if you're looking to buy this set yourselves, if you're outside of the UK, you can pick it up and you're going to be able to play it. Now look at that, how very cool is that? That in the centre is a 45 single music, old school. None of this downloads nonsense. This is an original record, and just there on the right hand side, you probably notice that yellow plastic little thing there. That actually, you pull that out, you put it into the center of the record there, and of course you can play it on your old record players or new record players, because of course it's now a big trend coming back. But here we go, we just got an incredible shot there of the panoramic view of all of the 3 fold out segments. Absolutely fantastic. And here is a magazine, Mad magazine, wonderful for comic collectors such as myself to have this as well. Just makes it more part of the film, because this is The Mad magazine, obviously Mad magazine is known around the world, but this edition was specially drawn up because of the popularity of the character. And in the film, you get the shows and films that Rick Dalton is in, and this comic book actually parodies in comic book form. Rick Dalton, the character he plays in a particular show, and this is the Mad adaptation, the comedy adaptation parody of that show. And the show is called Bounty Law, and as I say, that's got Rick Dalton, obviously a cowboy film, and got the cowboy character there, Rick Dalton, and of course you're going to have Brad Pitt as his stand-in stuntman as well. But this is just really good stuff. I mean, it's just such a blast. I mean, it really is. I mean, it just adds to the whole thing. I mean, you're just getting great value for money here. And I just look forward to actually reading this comic book. And I think the fact that it's in black and white as well just adds to the real character of it. Because, of course, the classic Hollywood, American sort of TV series, Western designed, certainly throughout the 50s, of course, they're all in black and white. Now, even going into the 60s, they were black and white until the sort of mid-60s, late 60s, they became colorized. But this, I mean, there we go, just have a nice close in there. You've got, of course, Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio in comic book form there. I mean, that's just wonderful stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Really very, very good. I mean, that is such a real pleasurable little bonus item. It really is. I mean, you literally would be mad not to appreciate this. I mean, well done, HMV. You've delivered here. You really have. I mean, the packaging is absolutely spot on. Just truly, really, very, very well done. I mean, I just really do like this a great deal. I mean, the whole thing is just beautiful design, beautiful artwork. I mean, there's a lot of detail there, and this is a really sturdy set. I mean, there's some weight to it, and you really are. I mean, it's okay. I think this one cost about £50, quite a lot, but there's a lot here. You don't mind paying that little bit extra if you're actually getting value for money, and you definitely get value for money here. And it's just really, really good. And another thing that comes with it, which is really great fun as well, is one of the faux posters of an Italian film that the character in this gets to play a role. Of course, Leonardo DiCaprio again, and Rick Dalton, there's his character, his on-screen character, and this is one of the Italian films, one of the faux posters, Operation Dynamite. Just brilliant, absolutely fantastic, and it is a nice size as well. You could certainly frame that and hang it on the wall, but how cool is that? Really very, very good indeed. Rick Dalton, you may just be an imaginary star, but wow, what a great character. I mean, it just sets off those Italian films from the 60s and 70s, all action, the crime action movies. I mean, that would be just cool. If they made a short film of that, I mean, that'd just be extra special as well. But fantastic stuff. Absolutely, really wonderful, wonderful stuff. This release is also the extended cut of the film, a full 161 minutes, 2 hours 41 minutes in duration, which is longer than the first cinematic release. This is the reissue with the extended scenes included, so you get the full 161 minutes. But having said that, although this is the extended cut, it is actually rumoured that the first cut of the film by Tarantino was a whopping 4 hours and 20 minutes. Incredible. But I mean, that's just what the guy does, isn't it? I mean, just shoots and shoots, gets all this footage. But who knows, maybe sometime down the line, as is with so many of his other films, there may well be an extended cut, the full 4 hours 20 minutes. But I suspect that 4 hours 20-minute version isn't his ideal take on the film. I mean, that would have been a lot of extra stuff, and of course, you know, he wants to make sure that he's got the fastest paced version of the film, and I dare say this is what he wanted released. So fingers crossed, this version, 161 minutes, proves to be the real McCoy, the real Operation Dynamite. But just so very, very good. It really is. And so many nice little tidbits about this film, and so many stars in it, and little cameos throughout the film. I mean, one of the bits of tidbits which I think was really quite fun actually, and certainly something to look out for. The Cadillac scene in the movie actually belongs to Michael Madsen, and the same Cadillac also appeared on screen in Reservoir Dogs. Now, with this poster we've got here of Operation Dynamite with Rick Dalton there, one of the Italian films that Leonardo DiCaprio's screen character Rick Dalton stars in is actually shown as being directed by Italian action director Antonio Margheriti. Now, for a fanboy like me who loves the Italian cinema, that is fantastic, and a real note of how cool Antonio Margheriti is. Nice bit of advertising for him, and you know, people pick up on his name and go and see his films. Still, there's so many of his films available. That's just a great little, again, a nice little nod from Tarantino, which is good. I mean, it shows great reverence for the films and the people that he's been influenced from down the years. So you know, thumbs up to him for that. Really, very well done indeed. The Mad magazine issue, as I say, is a comic book parody of the show Bounty Law, one of the shows that Rick Dalton stars in that's mentioned in the film. And look out for the party sequence at the Playboy Mansion, because that is actually shot at the real Playboy Mansion. And the reason for that is because Quentin Tarantino was a guest on more than one occasion there of Hugh Hefner in the past. So he's a good old boy that they know, they like, and he obviously asked, and they said yes, of course you can shoot it here with Hugh's blessing. So good stuff there. Quite a lot of things to look out for, and that's just, you know, so many other things as well. I mean, I don't want to spoil it all at all. Find these things for yourself, and it's all going to be part of the fun of watching the movie. I know that certainly as far as you know, getting this to screen, Tarantino worked on the screenplay for 5 years. 5 years. That's some very long period of time. But again, just shows you his dedication and making sure that he gets what he wants done properly. You know, we all benefit. So, you know, very, very well done, Tarantino. Some of the stars to look out for in this, of course, you've got Leonardo DiCaprio. It's all about him and his character, Rick Dalton. He's the screen star, and Brad Pitt is Cliff Booth, his stand-in double stuntman. So it's about the life of a star, probably a rising star who's starting to fall, losing a bit of his sheen, but his stuntman, you know, he does a lot of the hard donkey work for him. So it's all behind the scenes, it's up on the screen, and it also tells a background story of the Charles Manson murders, because Margot Robbie is in the film as well. She plays Sharon Tate, beautiful young actress, who of course was the victim of Charles Manson. So that story plays out, and you get some Bruce Lee action in here as well. So look out for Bruce Lee. Wow! That's going to be good as well. And you've got stars to look out for like Luke Perry. Sadly, Luke Perry's last film, he died, unfortunately. Great shame, but you know, great testament to him for being in this one. Timothy Oliphant, Telephony Oliphant went to town. He's in the film as well. Dakota Fanning, Damian Lewis, Bruce Dern, the great Bruce Dern. Al Pacino gets a little cameo in this one as well. And you've got people like Clu Gallagher, and Kurt Russell's in there, and of course what would a Tarantino film be without the likes of Michael Marsden and Tim Roth? They both turn up in the movie as well. It's just going to be a smorgasbord of movie greatness to sort of bathe in for some Operation Dynamite. I mean, it's just going to be explosive. Just so looking forward to watching this. It might be long, but it's my kind of long, I hope. You know, it's going to be great fun. Here's the slipcover card that comes with it. It's, I think it's going to be difficult to pick up on the camera actually, because I was trying to read this earlier and the print is so small. It's impossibly small and it's just ridiculous. But just gives you a little flavour again of what you're getting with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And you get a nice little card as well that comes with it. Nice little mini poster card edition to complement the piece. But this is just fantastic. Anybody who else has gone for this, please, let me know your thoughts. If you've received yours today, are you as pleased as I am, or are you a little bit disappointed? Anything that sort of doesn't meet your approval? I think overall this is a really good investment of that £50. Yeah, it's not cheap, but you've got something that's limited to 1,000 editions. It's going to be a really good time. There's lots in there. It's a highly collectible piece. You're not going to lose out on it, and you're going to get such pleasure in watching the film. And just having this up on the shelf, and to look at, to hold, a real tactile piece for sure, and a fun piece. And you've got some good big star names in there. And I think that Tarantino is going to be on his game as well. So really looking forward to seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The extended cut, no less, in 4K and also Blu-ray, all region free. Good stuff, really good times to be had. And this is just going to be DiCaprio's titanic performance of a film. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. See you all soon. Season's greetings as well. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.